want to talk about how long it just took me to get my phone set up right here, but it was a very long time and it sucked. Almost had to freak out because I couldn't get the phone to stay, but I think it worked. I think y'all can see enough of my cabinet. Y'all can see my face. I think this is gonna be good. I'm doing awesome. I'm so excited to make something awesome with y'all. And let me tell y'all, I had to order the allulose because I couldn't find it locally here in Dallas, and it was so worth it that I ordered 2 more bags off Amazon. So this is the allulose. It's in a different bag. I am, Stephanie, thank you. I'm having a much better day. Today's been actually a great day. Woke up happy, had a good day at work, got a lot of stuff done, get to do live. It's a good day. Okay, so this is the allulose I bought. It's a new bag. This is not the same that my other bag looks like, but this is the allulose for the caramel. I tried pure because I wanted to see and tell y'all if it worked or not. It doesn't. It does kind of turn into caramel, but it turns into like a crunchy, crystallized. It's just not as it's just not as good. It's really not. It still has the flavor, but this is totally worth ordering. I think it's $15. I have it on my little list thing. It's worth it. It probably makes 5 or 6 batches of caramel, like for a bag. This is also really good for just anything, really. It is more expensive, so I only use it for caramel. I still use pure for everything else. Okay. A couple other things I wanted to talk about. Oh, I went to Walmart when I got off work and I bought these. If you were the woman that asked me about these at the meetup, will you DM me? Because I cannot remember your Instagram name and we did take a photo together. But I found them at Walmart and they only have the dark chocolate ones. I am completely out of Lily's and I didn't go to Whole Foods. I only went to Walmart because I was looking for the white chocolate ones. So we're going to use this instead of the Lily's that I normally use for the top. I heard these are delicious. You know what, actually? I'll go ahead and open them. Okay, so they're bigger. They're a little bit bigger. I don't have a Lily's chocolate chip anywhere in my house. Just don't. Okay, so they're good. It's just like chocolate. So the ingredients are chocolate liqueur. So fancy. Inulin, which I know some people aren't a fan of inulin. If you don't eat too much of it, I'm fine with it. Erythritol, cocoa butter, sunflower lecithin. Some people don't like that. Again, to each their own. Vanilla extract and stevia. So, like these. Also like that I bought these and a head of cabbage and it was under $5. Under $5. These are doable, friends. So far, you can go to Walmart and buy anything you need to make a baked keto good item, including these now. The brand is called Bake Believe. I really like that now that I said it out loud. I didn't get it at first. I get it now. Bake Believe. So, I'm a fan of these. These are the dark chocolate. I think they have milk chocolate, and I know they have the white chocolate, which is what I really went for. So, these are bigger. We don't know how they melt yet. We're going to melt them. I dropped those. Oh. Don't let your pets get any fake sugary stuff. I know it's xylitol that's bad for pets. I don't play games with stuff like that. If it's sweet, the dog, the cat cannot have it. Okay, so let's make some cookies. So I have to apologize because the recipe I'm using for the shortbread cookies are Wholesome Yums. And I thought it was Nom Nom Paleo. Nom Nom. So, my bad. I had the wrong recipe. But it's okay. It's a good one. It's only 4 ingredients. We have almond flour, butter, sugar, and vanilla. Yeah, the dark chocolate, the flavor is fantastic. There's no weird after flavor. They're very melty. I agree, they do melt better even in my mouth than the Lily's do because I've like taken a mouthful of like Lily's and they're pretty rough. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some cookies because we need to make the cookies, put them in the oven, and then we're gonna make caramel. That's how this works. Okay, so for the cookies, you are going to cream together 6 tablespoons of butter. If you live in a hot state and you're like, oh my God, my butter's not room temperature, stick it outside. Like I stuck this outside for, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, and it's room temperature now. Okay, so it's gonna be 6 tablespoons of butter, and I'm gonna use pure for the cookies, not allulose, because it's a little bit cost efficient to use pure. Allulose is a little bit more expensive. Pure, okay, so this is the pure I use. This is at Walmart. I think it's like $6.47 or something like that. It's less than $7. This one is $14. This one is $7. This is to make caramel. This is to make everything else. The reason I like this one, it's at the meet of this weekend, I got to talk to people about why we love the sugars we love. I like this one because it's an erythritol stevia blend, and there's no cooling effect. I can hear Paul upstairs. I made Paul go upstairs because I was like, this is going to be weird because I haven't done this in a while, so I'm going to need you to go upstairs. So, today was such a good day. Yeah, this has no cooling effect. Love this stuff. Okay, so we're going to cream together 6 tablespoons of butter and half a cup of sugar. Sugar substitute. When I write down recipes, they say flour, sugar, butter. It's all the same shit to me. It's not the same, but in my mind, it is the same. So I'm going to put 6 tablespoons of butter. You don't have to use a mixer. You don't have to do that. I got a mixer from Paul's mom for Christmas. Love her. Love her. So I'm going to use my stand mixer. You can use your own hands. You don't have to use a mixer for anything. Almost ever. Almost never have I like needed something I didn't have that I couldn't mix with my hand. Paul might be watching under some random account. He would do that. I wouldn't put that past him. That's because he supports me and loves me. Okay, so 6 tablespoons of butter, and then we're going to do half a cup of pure. Okay, so when you first start using pure, it's going to be really, really, really sweet. And it even says on the back, use half. It's half. So if you get a recipe and it says use a cup of erythritol, you're going to use half a cup of pure. I've been using pure for so long, it's not that sweet to me anymore. It's just like stevia in the bottle. It gets less sweet the more you have of it. Okay, so I am going to use about half a cup. Usually when it says a half a cup for pure, I do one of these. It's about half a cup. That's the about part. That's about half a cup. That's what that is. I hear Paul or a dog. All right. Sugar, butter. I'm going to put it in the stand mixer. Stand mixer's right here next to me. I moved it for this. Okay. Okay, I'm going to cream those together for a minute. Probably don't have to be on high. Okay, so after that's all creamed together, it'll be kind of not frothy, but you know what? This is my favorite to bake with. I think it works just as well as everything else, including like xylitol, which is one of my favorite ones I used to bake with. Okay, so this is going to cream together, and in the instructions, you're supposed to do 2.5 cups of almond flour, but you're supposed to do it a half cup at a time until it starts turning into like a dough. So ghee, I think, is a higher fat content than butter, so I'm unsure about that. I would Google it and see what the ratio from butter to ghee would be, just so you don't accidentally use too much. Sorry, I'm back. I can play with it. There you go. It's fantastic. So the cooling effect, whenever you eat, when you have erythritol, it can dry your tongue out, which makes it feel like mentholy, but it's not minty. It's the cooling of of what a menthol would taste like, kind of. Hi, the keto cookie. You know what? I was thinking about you on the way home today. I don't know why. I was like, I'm gonna need some keto cookies again, because then I wouldn't have to be making my own. If y'all haven't tried the keto cookie, I am so picky about my baked goods. If you didn't know that, I'm so picky about my baked goods, and the keto cookie is the only cookie that I spend my own money on. That says a lot. I haven't gotten the white chocolate chips, Rachel. Okay, I went to the store. You don't want to overmix your butter. I read that in the instructions today. I found these. They're so good. They melt better than Lily's. They taste better than, they don't taste better than Lily's, but in your mouth, they melt better. And get this, I bought this and a head of cabbage and only spent under $5. So whatever this price is, agrees with me. Yes, please. So much cheaper. That's what it is, so you know. Yeah, I looked for the white chocolate ones. I've been to 3 Walmarts and 0 had them. So these are really good. Okay, so while this is mixing, I'm gonna put in a half a cup at a time, 5 times, to make 2.5 cups of almond flour just to get this show on the road. So this almond flour I'm using is the Kirkland's almond flour, the one I get from Costco. It's not being really, do y'all see how exact I'm being with this flour? 1. I can't wait to try the white ones because, 2, I need y'all to help me keep up. 2. They're at Walmart. I found them at Walmart. But I only found them at 1 Walmart. Check your, I checked online and it said they'll have the white chocolate and the gentleman was like, we don't have any. If we did, they'd be up there. So I was like, how do you know we don't have any? I'm gonna need you to check in the back. I'm already at this Walmart. Shit. I think I'm on 3 cups. 3. 4. Show on the road. 5. Okay, we're gonna let that go for a minute so it can mix up, and then we're going to go ahead and put those in the oven. So I want to show y'all one of my favorite things. Oh, and vanilla. A couple of my favorite things. So Paul got these for me a long time ago. And these are from the Pampered Chef. So what you do is you move it to how much you need to measure out. I think these are really cool. I don't like using them for anything other than spices and vanilla and things like that, so I can just rinse them out really fast. I don't like to use them for dairy and things like that, because you gotta take when you need to wash them, you pop off this part and you put them in the wash. It's just a lot of work. Okay, so I needed a teaspoon of vanilla, so that's 1 teaspoon. You see it right here. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. I think they have stuff like this everywhere. Alright. Teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna get that out. Is Sol here? Hi Sol, I love you. I'm making cookies. Oh, can I bring you some cookies? Bring some cookies on Thursday. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so just a little background in case you don't know me or Sol, which if you know me, you know Sol. I used to, so I've done live on Mondays I did it for almost a year. I'd have to go back and look and see what day I actually started doing these. But I did them almost every Monday for a year, and Sol had come on here with me. We did live at her house and forgot ingredients. It's been so fun. And I cook for Sol, or no, I don't cook for her. I don't know how to cook. But I bake her things sometimes, and sometimes they're okay. Sometimes they're not very okay, but she still eats them and is grateful. So we'll have to do a live at Sol's house whenever I get back going. Oh, you're so sweet, Cece. Thank you. I'm not gonna make chocolate chip. No, I'm not gonna make chocolate chip cookies. So I'm making shortbread cookies, and then I'm gonna melt some chocolate and put it on top, and then I'm gonna put some keto caramel on top. They're I'm calling them Twix cookies because that's what I essentially was trying to go for, was a Twix flavor. And this gave it to me. The caramel doesn't set up because it's not made with a sugar that sets into a harder sugar whenever it's cooked. But these are worth licking your fingers after you eat them because chocolate got everywhere. Okay, so here's my dough. It's pretty crumbly because it doesn't have egg in it. It's just a shortbread recipe. I'm going to mix it up a little bit because I kind of put some stuff in there. And normally, halfway through mixing, I turn off the stand mixer and kind of scrape the sides so it can mix a lot better. I didn't do that this time. So, yeah, Sol and Sam Live was so much fun. It's so funny because at the meetup, me and Kate, I went to the meetup this weekend with Kate. We were talking about how Sol fed her some of the brownie cheesecakes we made that we forgot eggs in. We forgot really big items in this recipe, and it still tasted pretty good. For the caramel sweetener, I'm going to use allulose. It turns into a caramel. It just doesn't get solid. I put it in the freezer and then eat them really fast. So that kind of works for me. Okay, so I'm sorry, I didn't get out a sheet. That's loud. Okay, so holy moly, do I have parchment paper? Okay, good. parchment paper. All right. Since this is, so I love Paul's family. They're so, I don't want to say invested, but they like hearing about my Instagram stuff. And his dad said I should call this season 2, episode 1. So this is season 2, episode 1, caramel Twix cookies. Just gonna call it Twix cookies. Okay, so if you haven't been here before, you have parchment paper and you're like, oh my god, it keeps rolling up. You do this, and then it will flatly sit on your baking sheet, so you don't have to deal with the roll of the parchment. Okay, so if you don't have these in your life, I'm sorry to anybody on a budget, because I'm going to show you all the cool shit that I love, that I think everybody should have. And this new set and everything, you're right. There's new characters. Maybe one day Paul will walk by or something. There's Bruce. Bruce is here somewhere. They all went upstairs. They're done with me. Okay, so if you don't have one of these, they're the best thing ever. Not only do they help with portion control, because you can add all this up, do flat edges like this. I'll show you. Do flat edged cookies like this, and then divide by how many of those you get. That would be how to track macros for these cookies. Okay, so I am going to actually just do them that large. That's how big I want them. I don't want them to be really, you don't need that much cookie, I promise. So that's it. I love this thing. And then we actually have a larger size one. I think mine is a tablespoon. I think Paul's is a tablespoon and a half. Well, ours. Okay, so I think that's the other one. So those are a couple of my favorite things ever. I'm not going nowhere. This is my favorite. I love this little thing. So easy to make cookies, because all I'm going to do after I do this is take the back of this spatula and flatten them, and that's it. They're going to be done. I did do vanilla. I'm sorry. It was a teaspoon of vanilla. I did it whenever I was showing you this little thingy right here. Welcome to coming, Lauren. I remember your name. I'm so bad at names. Okay, so I did go to the meetup this weekend, even though I haven't talked about it, and I got to meet some pretty cool people. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm really excited to actually hang out with these people outside of Instagram. Like, when I went to KetoCon, I didn't meet anybody that I was like, I can't wait to hang out with you. Going to the meetup and actually getting to like talk to some of the people, even some people that were at KetoCon were there, and I got to reconnect with them, which was even better. Like, I saw their faces and I recognized them, and I was like, oh, friend, what is going on? It was so awesome. But I also got to meet some more people that like are local. I got some things I want to do. The oven is preheating. It is on 350, and these bake for 11 to 14 minutes. Watch them. As soon as they start getting brown, take them out, because they will continue to cook and they will get so crunchy, unless you really like crunchy shortbread. Some people love crunchy shortbread. So, this is one of my favorite. Like, if you want to make a cookie for somebody and like wow them for keto, I don't suggest making chocolate chip cookies. They're very difficult to make. Like a real chocolate chip cookie, make them some shortbread cookies. This recipe is killer. This is the Wholesome Yum blog recipe. I accidentally stated it was somebody else's, and I didn't mean to. I had to relook it up today when I got home. So sorry about that. Butter pure in the mixer, and then let it whip a little bit. Not very long. I let it go for about a minute. And then you're going to add 2.5 cups of almond flour, a half a cup at a time. So do half a cup, let it mix for a minute, and then do another until you get 2.5 cups, and then you pour in the vanilla. I usually like to stop it in the middle and kind of scrape the edges so it gets more of a, I didn't do it this time, but that's just something I suggest doing. So it's not, mine doesn't, I don't know if I'm not using a stand mixer right or something, but it just gets stuck to the walls. So, I'm going to have this, okay, so if you're new and you haven't been here before, I do save these and I put them on YouTube. They're not edited. They don't have these words at the bottom. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. For anybody that's leaving, coming, going, I appreciate y'all watching me. But I put these up on YouTube later with like the name, they're on my YouTube. It's my name, my Instagram handle name. So I put them all on YouTube. So that's actually how I have friends on here that I met from YouTube. That's, so I keep them all on there. So if you ever like want to know a recipe and I said it out loud or something and you don't know where to find it, or it came out of a cookbook or something, I usually do say the recipe, so you can go back and write it down. I always do ask the people that I'm sharing the recipe if I'm allowed to. Like Wholesome Yum, she has a blog. Please go see it. That's where I got her recipe from. She has an awesome blog. There's just some awesome bloggers out there that give us recipes for free. So Cece, whenever you do a live, as long as you don't have somebody else in the live, if you have somebody else join you, you can't save it. I think it's because you have to have like consent from both parties. But it should say like save or a little line with the arrow down or something like that. Yeah, Instagram is I hate saying this because we have some amazing chefs that make some amazing cookbooks in our community, but keto is free and every recipe you can think of is somewhere on the internet. Just putting that out there. You don't ever have to buy anything and the recipe's there. You gotta go find it. Google is a wealth of knowledge. Or there's at least a close recipe. Maybe it's not the best, but there's a recipe for it that's keto. One of the biggest, I always forget that this is a big, a good place to go get recipes, is Reddit. Like, I forget that keto was such a big deal on Reddit before it even came into the mainstream anything. I think Soul originally found keto on Reddit also. My best friend, she uses Reddit all of the time for recipes, and they come up with some awesome recipes. They really, really do. Okay. This made a shit ton of cookies. So here are all my cookies. I'm going to take the spatula I use and I'm just going to smash them down a little bit. Yeah, Reddit's awesome. Okay. Sorry, I'm all over the board. These cookies don't spread, so you can bake them as close to each other as you like. They're not going to go anywhere. So you can fit quite a few on a cookie sheet, just FYI. Okay, I'm gonna kind of move my phone and see if I can show y'all what I'm doing to make them like flat. All right, let's see. Oh, you know what? I can show you right here. Boop. I'm just taking this part, using my finger, and I'm just pushing it down like this, and then kind of letting it. They're gonna be really crumbly, so that one's falling apart. Oh, perfect. Okay, and then just keep going. Okay, these are gonna go in the oven. I think it's 11 to 14 minutes. Don't let them get too brown on the edges, or they'll be really, really, really crunchy. Unless you really, really want crunchy, you can have crunchy. I like them soft, so they're kind of, but Twixes are pretty crunchy, actually, I guess. What are Twixes like? Do y'all remember? I don't remember what a lot of foods taste like. Like when somebody's like, does that taste like I'm like, maybe, it might. I'm not sure because I don't know what that tastes like anymore. Like, oh man. So, okay, I've been over 540 days keto or something like that. I don't know. And I did eat a potato. It didn't kick me out of ketosis, but I ate a potato. It was bland. Gross. I had it with like some toppings. It was not good. It was so boring. Like, I way prefer broccoli loaded over a baked potato any day now. Like, you couldn't talk me into eating a baked potato anymore. There's no way. I would not. Broccoli's way better. If you go out to eat and you miss having something as a side, loaded broccoli, they will almost always make for you, especially if they have baked potatoes. So don't be afraid to ask, because they will do that for you. I do that at steakhouses a lot. We went to the Keg this weekend and they had mashed cauliflower. It was pretty good. I didn't check my blood sugar, so I have no idea if it affected me. My Keto Mojo broke because that guy broke into my car. Getting a new Keto Mojo. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to make these flat. I'm your failure. Why are you a failure? Why am I? Who's a failure? Oh, somebody else told me they found a recipe for the cream cheese coffee. That's awesome. Me and Soul, oh my god, I love cream cheese coffee. Soul, I tell everybody about that coffee now and call it the cream cheese coffee because people are like, oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, so let me go back. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see how much weight I have lost. 75 pounds. It took me about 3 years. No, the potato. Soul, your potatoes are not a baked potato. The delicious garlic fries from Duff's is not a fucking baked potato. You know it's not. It's not the same. Paul is keto. He does eat off plant every once in a while, but he pretty much sticks to keto all the time. Especially if he wants any of the good things I make, because the rule is you have to be keto to have the keto treats. Soul is not a failure. Soul has lost so much weight. Like, she was losing weight before anybody knew what keto was. Soul is awesome. Yeah, cream cheese coffee. Apparently there's a recipe now. Okay, so here are my flat cookies. Flat cookies. I'm gonna put these in the oven for 11 minutes. I don't have an Alexa. I don't think she's invited into my house anymore. Timer. We're gonna do it for 10 minutes and then check on them. Okay, so I'm gonna see if we can move this way. Turn on the stove down here. And now we're gonna make a double batch of keto caramel. It's not caramel because it's C-A-R-A, caramel. I was lied to all my life. Okay, and this is from Fat Kitchen Blog. She is on Instagram. She makes some delicious shit, and I really like this recipe. It is also 5 ingredients, including salt. So, it's butter, allulose, I got heavy whipping cream. I used whipping cream one time and failed, but it was probably my fault. Okay, so if you are going to make a recipe, I need you to be prepared for it to taste fucking awful the first time you make it. Okay? Just be prepared. Maybe it doesn't taste awful, but I need you to be prepared that it does taste awful, because it took me 3 times to make this caramel the right way. And there's still a chance it won't turn out this time. So, be kind to yourself. Know you might throw some keto food away, even if it's expensive. I get it. It gets easier. I made some ugly stuff that I ate anyways that probably didn't taste very good, just for the sake of eating some stuff. Fat Kitchen Blog. She's one above you. That's her name. That's her Instagram name is Fat Kitchen Blog. Okay, so we're gonna move down here. I don't know how the camera's gonna go, because I didn't think of this very well. Okay, so over here I have it hooked up here. Okay, hang on one second. I'm sorry, I did not plan this very well. It's me. There she is. See, if it separates, you just have to keep mixing it. I'm gonna show you, because I did the same thing, and I fixed it. So let me see if let me move y'all really fast, and then we'll do it together. You know what's funny? Is y'all try to make something, and you're like, damn, why can't I do this? And then you watch a video of it, and you're like, that makes sense, but you didn't know what you were doing before. That's kind of what this is for me. Okay, so got our skillet, it's getting hot. I'm making a double batch, so I'm using Beso. I see you on Thursday. So I'm making a double batch, so I'm using 8 tablespoons of butter. You gotta whisk fast. Whisk. Okay, so another one of my favorite things that I really like for this reason is we have like non-stick skillets. I didn't know they give you cancer or something. I don't know if these are the bad ones. I love this whisk. It's the plastic one. I think it's from IKEA. It's absolutely from IKEA. It's part number 10283. You're welcome. It's plastic, so it doesn't scratch anything, and it doesn't make a horrible sound. I am weird about sounds. That's why I don't shut any fucking cabinets. Ask my boyfriend how many times I've shut the refrigerator. Like 0. I keep it, it's open constantly, and it dings and stuff, so it tells on you whenever you leave the freaking fridge open. Narc. Okay. This is an Ethernet cord, so we can watch TV, internet downstairs. Anyways, that's my front door. Okay, so here it is. We're gonna, I need to get allulose. Okay, so it's a cup of allulose because I am making a double batch. What'd y'all laugh at? So it's delayed, so I don't know what y'all think is funny. Tell me why I'm funny. It's the sea salt, yeah. That shit's delicious. One of my favorite. I love that. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this last time like the same way. I'm sure that I'm doing it out of order, but oh, the fridge. Motherfucking fridge. Bitch. I fucking hate the fridge. I'm so bad at shutting stuff. Why do I do that? I don't know. Alright, so it's a cup of allulose. So I'm gonna go ahead and one. Okay, I got the allulose on Amazon. It does not work with Pure. Do not use Pure. It does not work. This is the allulose. It's $14 a bag. It makes about 4 batches of caramel. Only use it for caramel. You know what though? Apparently I didn't shut it the other night and it was open in the morning. So as much as the beeping helps, it didn't help that night. You can make that coffee with caramel. God, that'd be so good. Don't they make a caramel coffee there? I love 85. Okay, so the butter is going to start. We're going to melt this down until it starts turning into a really nice brown color. I always worry about it getting, you don't want to burn it because it will taste really, really bad. I'm sorry about this. Motherfucking microwave. Me and my boyfriend to be able to build me a kitchen that I can put a camera crew in. Okay. So I'm gonna start, it's just turning into, oh, you know what? That doesn't do anything for y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, so allulose is good. I don't use xylitol. Be careful with pets with xylitol. I am unsure if it would work. I didn't try it. I did try it with Pure. It does not work with Pure. It turns into crunchy. It turns into like crunchy icing. So I ate it on cookies. So even if you make it with Pure, you can still eat it. Allulose does not have a cooling effect at all. It's like one of the... Allulose hasn't been around as long as some of the other like stevias and stuff. When they have it on like packages of things, they have to include it in the sugar part, but it doesn't actually raise your blood sugar. So I don't know why they include it in the sugar part. I should probably know more about that. You know, I think it's something with the chemicals, because honestly, allulose is probably still a chemical. Let's check what it is. Just says allulose, which I think is made from some kind of fruit or something. No sugar alcohols. Is that why? I don't understand enough about this. I'm sorry. I'm not as well informed as I would like to be or should be really about this. Splenda Naturals, I'd watch out to make sure it doesn't have maltodextrin in it. Any of those like bulk sugars that are like really fluffy and light have maltodextrin in them usually, so they don't stick together and stuff. Okay, so I kind of want to show y'all more. I'm going to take y'all off of here so y'all can see the skillet. Alright, so this is what it's turning into so far. This is the allulose and just butter. So every time I see like this little part on the side that looks like it's kind of separating, I kind of whisk that in. Maybe that's, maybe that would help CC so it doesn't get, so it kind of gets more incorporated. But it's already turning into like this thicker kind of batter look. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing. So I just continue, I'm just going to keep doing this until it turns into a nice tan. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm going to do that until it turns into a nice like tan color. But yeah, this is a fantastic recipe. I really like it. And there's tons of caramel recipes out there. And I'm going to be really honest, friends. If you find a recipe that you can make and you can make it well, stick with that recipe. Because even if somebody says, oh, this other recipe is better, maybe you can't make that recipe better. Like, I can't make certain recipes well. I can't make cheesecake. I cannot make cheesecake. I'm terrible at making cheesecake. And if you're in the DFW area and you don't know Anna like Get Cheesecake, she's awesome. Her name's Erica. She was at the meetup and I bought a lot of her cheesecakes. They're really good. I don't think erythritol works for this either. I think only allulose works for the caramel the way you want it to turn out. So you can always try something. I mean, try it. Like, the worst you're gonna do is come out with something that's like, so it's it's a half a cup of butter, half a cup of 4 tablespoons of butter, half a cup of allulose, heavy cream, and vanilla. Isn't her cheesecake so good? I love her cheesecake. Her key lime cheesecake is the best. I already ate 2. Like, I bought 6 and I told Paul he could have half. I regret it. I do. I don't want to share. Yeah, okay, erythritol does crystallize. Okay, so that's why the pure crystallizes too. Okay, so I turned up the heat a little bit. I want this to start kind of getting brown, and it's not yet. It's still just kind of. She is in DFW, so what she does is she makes the cheesecakes and drops them off at local, I think there's Total Nutrition. I would have to look it up, and I feel bad because I love Erica, and I wish I could do her better service of explaining her where you can find her stuff. But I think she does a drop off once a week, and you can go pick them up from local places. What's the recipe? This is the Fat Blog recipe. So if you'd like the recipes, they're all on these people's blogs. Please go look at their blogs. It creates income so they can continually make us awesome recipes. As much as I love sharing all their recipes, I don't try to like tell y'all exactly what they are. All right, the cookies need about 2 more minutes. Oh, that's 20. That's not 2. Okay, all right, okay, so here we go. We got some action. Let me take you off here so you can watch because it's going to get brown pretty fast. Okay, I'm going to show y'all. Okay, so this is starting to get brown, and I want y'all to see what it looks like. There we go. All right, see, it's getting bubbly, and it's already turning into this, like, tan color. I'm going to keep doing this until it turns into a nice, like, brown caramel color. Mine hasn't ever turned as brown as Fat Kitchen Blogs has. I do not remember your name. I'm sorry. But it does get brown really fast. Yeah, I try not to repost people's recipes, especially because it takes... I try to include every word it takes to get to the recipe. So if you take the exact wordage I used and put it in Google, you'll find the recipe. Yeah, the cheesecake was so good, wasn't it? Oh man, our cheesecake's good. I had one for dessert that night too. Like, it was my favorite thing I got from the meetup for sure. Okay, so here's what the caramel's looking like. See, look how pretty brown that's turning. We're just gonna keep mixing it. So it's gonna keep getting brown. All right. I'm so glad y'all are watching and enjoying. I'm excited to eat Twix cookies. What are y'all having for dinner tonight? I'm making chicken later. Oh, I don't want to forget the cookies. Okay, we're gonna let this it's still turning nice and brown. We're gonna get the cookies out of the oven though, so. All right, here's the cookies. Doo-doo. Those look perfect. I don't really want to overcook those at all. They do get really crunchy really, really fast. All right, let's go back to mixing. Oh God, this caramel smells so good. Ooh, look how pretty brown this is. Mine has not been this pretty brown yet. Okay, it smells just like caramel. Isn't that beautiful? So beautiful. Pizza toppings, protein lasagna, pizza toppings. Bunless burger, liver and onions. Liver? I don't know if I could eat liver. Ooh, cilantro lime cauliflower. I want to make that because I was thinking about Chipotle the other day and I was like, I bet I could make that. All right, see, here's my beautiful caramel. It's nice and brown. I'm going to let it keep cooking a little bit until it gets a little bit more brown. And then I'm going to pour the heavy cream. And I want y'all to see how much it bubbles and stuff. So let me get this out of the way. I have so much room in this kitchen now. Okay. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Can y'all see how brown that is? Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pour the heavy cream in. It's going to get really big and you got to whisk really fast. See how fast I'm whisking? Just got to whisk, 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 whisk. Whisk, 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 whisk. I'm telling you, oh, fucking shit. It's okay. We're okay. We got cat hair on it. That's okay. Oh, I got it all over me. whisk, whisk, whisk. Okay. Whisk, whisk, whisk. Okay, I need to add the vanilla and then the salt, and then we're done. Super, super easy, super, super fast. Okay, so my caramel always looks like this. It's pretty liquidy. I let it cook for a little bit longer, and then I put it in a mason jar, and it needs to set. So, as much as I want to put together the Twix cookies together, we can't put them together. I will explain to y'all how I melt the chocolate, and then y'all can put them together yourselves whenever you make this recipe. Okay, and then it's a teaspoon of vanilla, so I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Oops, that just squirted out the side a little bit. This is the vanilla from Costco. Look how big this is. Seems like a pretty good deal. I don't hate it. Alright, mix that in, and then I'm going to add a little bit of salt, and that's it. This is going to be the caramel. It's going to be done. Okay, so the cream, it's a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons, and then I did that times 2 because I made twice as much caramel this time. So my caramel doesn't always get like as nice thick as Fat Kitchen Blogs does right off the bat. You know what, it works, and I'm happy about it. So if you can make it better than me, badass. But it still tastes delicious, and it still smells amazing. All right. I'm sure she even says like the direction. I'm sure I'm doing the directions wrong, and that's why it doesn't come out perfectly. I'm so glad I'm going to be back every Monday. So let me get a jar so I can pour this in. And I wanted to, y'all want to see the pour? Yeah, this one does get really thick really fast. It's already starting to thick up in the skillet. Like it's going to be fine. I put it in the refrigerator and then use it when it's like thick because it makes a really nice swirl on the top. Y'all want to see the pour? Here's the pour. Ugh. That made me a little bit more nervous than I wanted to be about that. Ugh. I don't think I have a funnel. Damn it. You know what I can do? I got an idea. Got an idea. We're gonna pour it in here and then pour it in there. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and get the bottom and scrape it a little bit and get all the rest of the deliciousness off the bottom. Okay. Ooh, I got caramel everywhere on the stove. Sorry, babe. Okay. I've made. Paul came. Oh, I did forget salt. Actually, I'm not going to salt this because last time I salted it, I got a big chunk of salt and I didn't really like it. So I'm not going to salt this. You're more than welcome to salt it if you'd like. Alright, so here we go. That's it. See, it's already getting thicker. Boop. You see that? It's already getting pretty solid. I'm so glad to be back, guys. I'm gonna since I'm not gonna make the cookies tonight, and I'll do photos of these step directions. I want to show y'all the keto crate. I don't know if y'all care about that, but I got it, so y'all can see what's in it. I do want to say thank you for coming and watching me. It means a lot that anybody, especially people that I like, show up and watch me. It means a lot. I don't know how else to explain that. It's just, it's very, very, feels good, guys. Makes the insides feel good. I love being here, and I'm super thankful I have y'all. I hope that y'all learned something from me, or, just anything. Like, I'm so glad to be here. So, thank y'all for coming and watching me too. Like, it means so much. I don't know how to explain. It's just, it's overwhelming because who wants to watch me? Like, in the kitchen. So, I appreciate y'all coming and watching. I'll be here every Monday. I'm going to try to maybe do some things that we all love, like egg loaf, and hopefully do some more things like these, like the Twix. Like, these are really easy, guys. Like, we were literally using, I think it was 8 ingredients for everything, because butter goes in both, vanilla goes in both, sugar goes in both. So I like doing this a lot, and it's good to have some delicious foods. Oh, y'all want to see the cookies? Okay. They need to set a little bit. They're going to fall apart if I take them off there right now. Thank y'all for coming by. Like, it means so much to me. I only have 7 minutes. Do y'all care what's in the keto crate? If y'all don't care, I'll just put it on a story later. If you want to see what's in it, I can go over it really fast. So whatever y'all want to do. The caramel was hard for me, Sharona. I had to reach out to Fat Kitchen Blog, and she made it to show me how to make it. Look at this beautiful color. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, this might be one of the best ones I've made so far. I'm really excited. So normally to make the Twix part, you're going to take the cookie, and you're going to melt some chocolate chips. I'm going to use this other brand that I picked up. The Bake Believe ones. I'm going to use these for mine. So I'm going to take them and melt them with a little bit of coconut oil. And then by a little bit, I mean a little bit. Just enough. Put your microwave on, so I do it at 30 seconds at 5%, or at 5 out of 10. So I turn like the power down on it so it doesn't burn the chocolate. You're going to melt it and then make a little pool on top. And then you're going to take your caramel and make another pool on top of that. That's it. That's how I made them last time. And honestly, I just made them because I had some caramel. Like, I don't remember why I made the caramel. I think I ate it on cookies for like 4 or 5 days or something. So, man. Friends, look at that caramel. That's the best one yet. I'm getting better at this every time. Again, I use allulose. You can't use anything else. I'm not going to do the keto box. I don't care to do that today. Questions, comments, concerns, anything you need in my DMs. I will try to get back to everybody. I hope y'all have a fabulous night. Oh, it's Tuesday. I kept thinking it's Monday. I will not be doing this normally on Tuesday. It'll be on Mondays. Okay, have a good night.